Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Stephen Brown with the NASDAQ OMX Group, and it's truly my great pleasure to welcome CEO Connection and their CEO, Kenny Beck. And I would also like to extend a warm welcome to all our other distinguished guests as we get set to ring today's closing bell right here in Times Square. So please join me as we start things off with a round of applause. So CEO Connection is the only membership-based organization in the world exclusively focused on mid-market CEOs. It connects thousands of mid-market CEOs with each other and to people and resources to which they would not otherwise be able to access. CEO Connection began back in 2005 and is evolved into a dynamic community with a wide-ranging benefits designed to help mid-market CEOs and champion the companies in the mid-market space. Mid-market, now what do we mean by mid-market? That's defined as companies having revenues from 100 million up to about 3 billion. As a whole, this group employs upwards of about 30 million people, about a third of the U.S. population, working population that is. Revenues anywhere from $5 to $10 trillion. That's significant. I even did a little research, and about half, fully 50% of the companies listed on NASDAQ qualify as mid-market. So this is a big space. Despite all that, there's not a lot of information out there about the mid-market CEOs. As a consequence, their needs, issues, things that need to be addressed are not getting addressed in the economic policy discussions that take place. So this October, the 2014 CEO Connection Mid-Market Convention will once again bring the mid-market CEOs together. Held at the Wharton School in Philadelphia, the CEO Connection Mid-Market Convention has also been called the Davos for the mid-market, a place to exchange new ideas in a nonpartisan environment, a place where ideas can be exchanged, and hopefully we can come up with some fresh solutions. So with that, no further ado, I'd like to congratulate you all on the work that you do, and to get our ceremony underway, please welcome Kenny Beck to the podium. Kenny, come on up. Well done. Thank you.
I don't think I could have said that better. So the mission of CEO Connection is to help mid-market CEOs succeed, and we do this by connecting them to each other, over 12,000 in our community as we speak. We connect them to people, information, and resources to which they otherwise wouldn't have access. And we represent the needs and the interests of the mid-market. When we started CEO Connection in 2005, we did a little analysis, and we discovered there are a myriad of these organizations out there for small businesses and a couple for the Fortune 500, but there was nothing for the mid-market CEO. And what we discovered is that the mid-market accounts for $10 trillion of the $30 trillion in gross receipts in the United States. And as Steve said, 30 million jobs. And nobody's talking to them. Nobody recognizes them as a separate entity. And their needs are different. They're too big to be small. They're too small to be big. They're right in the middle. And so what we've been able to do over the past 9 years is pull these companies together and start addressing things from the mid-market perspective. And that's what the convention is all about. So very excited to be here. Very excited to have NASDAQ recognize the need and the interests of the mid-market and recognize us as the representatives of those needs and the mid-market. And so I thank all of you for being here tonight, or this afternoon, whichever time it is. What do I have to stretch now until the bell rings? What do I do? All right, so thank you. All right.